In the world of professional basketball, making it to the NBA represents the ultimate dream. Multi-million-dollar contracts, fame, endorsements, and a lifestyle most can only imagine. But here's the shocking reality. Approximately 65% of NBA players find themselves in financial distress after leaving the league. Today, we're diving deep into the cautionary tales of 10 NBA legends who went from earning fortunes to filing for bankruptcy. These stories aren't just about money lost. They're about lessons learned the hard way. Let's start with one of basketball's most colorful characters, Dennis Rodman. Known for his flamboyant hairstyles, incredible rebounding abilities, and 5 NBA championships, Rodman was a force on the court. From his days with the Bad Boy Pistons to winning 3 consecutive titles with Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls from 1996 to 1998, Rodman was inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame in 2011. But off the court? That's where things fell apart. Rodman fell victim to Peggy and Fulford, a woman posing as a financial advisor who scammed numerous athletes. During a child support hearing, it was revealed he'd spent massive amounts at Victoria's Secret. His divorce from Michelle Moyer in 2012 resulted in a court order to pay $500,000 in child support. His legal troubles were equally expensive. $2,000 for drunk driving, $200,000 for headbutting a referee, $20,000 for abandoning his team during the 1998 NBA Finals to wrestle with Hulk Hogan, another $20,000 for fighting with a referee, and $68,000 for skipping preseason camp. Rodman's garage was filled with luxury: Lamborghini Hurricane, Gallardo, Ford Mustang convertible, and a custom-painted Hummer H1. Add substantial expenditures on strip clubs and alcohol, and you have a recipe for financial disaster. Despite being shorter than most power forwards, Larry Johnson's strength and athleticism made him dominant. His charisma and powerful dunks captivated fans, earning him Rookie of the Year honors and establishing him as a household name. But a back injury changed everything. The injury significantly impacted his performance and forced an early retirement, abruptly ending his NBA income stream. Johnson lacked financial literacy and proper money management throughout his career. While his generosity was commendable, supporting family, friends, and charitable causes, it strained his finances. He lived the lavish athlete lifestyle: expensive homes, luxury cars, extravagant purchases. These expenditures, combined with his other obligations, quickly depleted his $83 million in earnings. Johnson has since rebuilt his life, returning to the NBA as a business operations representative and player developer, using his knowledge to contribute to the league in a different capacity. The number 1 overall pick in the 1990 NBA draft, Derek Coleman was regarded as one of the best power forwards in the game. But beneath his successful basketball career were issues that would overshadow his achievements: alcohol abuse, attitude problems, and questionable effort. Coleman's downfall centered on his Detroit investments. He launched Coleman's Corner, an ambitious project to revitalize one of Detroit's most downtrodden neighborhoods. The vision was beautiful: create jobs, develop real estate, bring prosperity back to his hometown. Then the real estate market crashed. Detroit was hit particularly hard and Coleman's ventures crumbled. He defaulted on loans related to Coleman's Corner. The economic climate, coupled with decades of neighborhood neglect, took a devastating toll on his financial stability. His career also took a hit when he was involved in the infamous Palace Brawl as a member of the Detroit Pistons. Coleman has since turned his life around and now uses his experiences to help others. Born in Belleville, Illinois, Darius Miles used basketball as an escape from the high crime rates of East St. Louis. His talent was undeniable, and he became one of the country's most recruited players. Miles skipped college entirely, entering the 2000 NBA draft as the 3rd overall pick by the Los Angeles Clippers. His high-flying dunks and electrifying style made an immediate impact. The Clippers improved from just 15 wins to 39 wins over 2 seasons, and Miles earned a spot on the NBA All-Rookie team in 2001, but success brought excess. Miles owned a fleet of luxury vehicles: Ferraris, Lamborghinis, custom rides. Designer clothing from Gucci, Versace, and Louis Vuitton filled his closets. He opened a restaurant in his hometown that eventually closed due to lack of customers. His biggest mistake? investing heavily in a real estate development project during the market boom. After earning nearly $62 million in his NBA career, Miles filed for bankruptcy on September 18, 2016. Glenn Rice was a sharpshooter extraordinaire. He won the 1995 NBA All-Star Long-Distance Shootout, defeating Reggie Miller. As a three-time NBA All-Star and NBA champion with the Lakers, Rice's scoring abilities made him one of the best small forwards in the game, but retirement revealed a harsh truth. Rice had no financial plan. Bad investments drained his wealth rapidly. Child support became a crushing burden. At one point, he was paying $1,500 per month, which proved unsustainable given his depleted finances. Rice went to court to reduce his payments to $600 monthly, but he still had to catch up on $2,000 in unpaid child support. Today, Rice has partially recovered with a net worth of $25 million, a fraction of what he once had. He now works as a scout and community ambassador for the Miami Heat, having learned valuable lessons from his financial struggles. Latrell Sprewell, with his signature cornrows and flashy style, was a recognizable figure both on and off the court. But his ego and bad investments became his undoing. In the late 1990s, Sprewell decided to pursue a rap career, creating his own record label called $1 Million Dream Records. He invested heavily in recording equipment, marketing campaigns, and artist promotions. The songs failed to resonate with audiences, and the financial losses mounted rapidly. Next came his ill-advised restaurant venture in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Sprewell spared no expense. Renowned interior designers, custom-made furniture, elegant lighting, high-end decor. But managing inventory, controlling costs, and ensuring quality proved overwhelming. The restaurant struggled to turn a profit. High overhead costs and lack of consistent patronage drained Sprewell's remaining wealth. His inability to manage successful business ventures left him financially devastated. Despite winning a championship and earning $108 million, Antoine Walker's lack of financial literacy caught up with him. From his early days with the Boston Celtics under coach Rick Pitino, Walker showed tremendous potential. But from his first big paycheck, Walker indulged lavishly. He was obsessed with exotic cars, 5 or 6 luxury vehicles including Bentleys, Maybachs, and Mercedes-Benzes. Expensive jewelry, particularly designer Rolex watches, adorned him constantly. Walker was generous to a fault, treating friends and family to lavish vacations in Cancun and Puerto Rico. Vegas trips became regular occurrences where he'd bet large sums hoping to strike it big. He invested heavily in real estate during the 2007 to 2008 recession, the worst possible timing. The combination of extravagant spending, gambling losses, and failed investments created the perfect financial storm. Walker has since turned his life around, embarking on a journey of self-reflection and personal growth, determined to share his lessons with others. Shawn Kemp was one of the most captivating players of the mid-1990s. The 6 feet 10 inches power forward earned 6 All-Star selections and competed in 1 NBA Finals. Over 14 years, Kemp earned a jaw-dropping $90 million, living a life of luxury with expensive cars, lavish homes, and extravagant purchases. His financial downfall came from multiple directions. With at least 6 children to support, Kemp's obligations became a significant burden. By 2022, he was left with just $5 million in assets. Battles with drug and alcohol abuse compounded his struggles. Legal troubles added to the damage. Charges for illegal possession of drugs resulted in substantial legal fees and tarnished his public image. He made lavish purchases without considering long-term implications. Cars, homes, jewelry. He invested in various ventures, including restaurants, some of which folded after his retirement. Kemp's story is a stark reminder that poor personal decisions can destroy even the greatest wealth. Vin Baker was once hailed as one of the best power forwards in the NBA. Standing at 6 feet 11 inches with exceptional athleticism and skill, Baker earned millions adapting to the changing game. But addiction derailed everything. Baker, shy and laid back, struggled with the immense pressure and expectations. He turned to alcohol and marijuana for solace, believing they enhanced his performance. He became a functioning alcoholic, showing up to practices and games out of shape, unable to perform at expected levels. Teams hesitated to invest in a player whose personal life was in disarray. Baker's value plummeted as he was traded from team to team. His addiction led to reckless spending, lavish parties, gambling in Las Vegas, extravagant expenses. Poor financial decisions and unsuccessful investments left him struggling to make ends meet. Baker's story is one of mental health, addiction, and the importance of seeking help. Allen Iverson embodied the bling-bling era. The first overall pick by the Philadelphia 76ers in 1996, Iverson's signature crossover left defenders in awe. His fearless approach made him unstoppable, and his success brought enormous wealth. Iverson adored himself with necklaces, chains, bracelets, and earrings. He owned multiple luxury cars, once losing one in an airport parking lot, calling a cab, and buying a new car from the dealership instead of searching for it. Former teammate Matt Barnes revealed that Iverson would routinely throw away $30,000 to $40,000 in a single night at strip clubs. Reports surfaced of him losing $1 million in one-night gambling at an Atlantic City casino. His monthly expenses were staggering: $10,000 for clothes, $10,000 for restaurants, $10,000 for groceries, and $125,000 for credit cards and mortgages. His 2012 divorce was messy and costly, with his ex-wife suing for unpaid child support. His bank account was frozen due to an $860,000 debt to a jeweler. 2 houses went into foreclosure. Iverson burned through over $200 million just 2 years after retiring from the NBA. These stories aren't just about basketball players who lost money. They're about the importance of financial literacy, the dangers of addiction, the cost of generosity without boundaries, and the reality that money doesn't last forever without proper management. Whether you're an athlete, entrepreneur, or everyday person, these lessons apply. Plan for the future, invest wisely, surround yourself with trustworthy advisors, and remember that lifestyle inflation can destroy any fortune. Thanks for watching. If you found these stories eye-opening, make sure to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below.